duo from the Peloponnese. In Greece, this region is known for its great food, its beautiful beaches, and its ancient ruins, all things that we love.
And if you're new here, we're
Alex,
Mehmet, and Bindi, and we travel the world looking for the best food spots as well as most dog-friendly places. Let's go eat!
We spent several days in the Peloponnese exploring ancient ruins, swimming in turquoise waters, and eating some amazing Greek food. We based ourselves in Nafplio, a stunning seaside town that was actually the first capital of modern Greece. Within minutes of arriving, we were already stunned by how beautiful it was.
we just arrived in Nafplio and we walked around the city a little bit and walked down to the beach here, which is absolutely beautiful.
The water is crystal clear.
So nice. I think we're gonna sit at this little stand here near the beach and get something to drink.
Aurelia Arvantius is a small pebble beach in the town of Nafplio, and right next door is the Blue Blanc Beach Club, where we stopped for some drinks and a light dinner. Of course, we started with a Greek salad. In addition to the usual tomatoes and cucumbers, this one had super plump purple olives, a specialty from this region that we'll dig more into later in the video. We also tried a local Greek cheese called Talagani, which had been lightly fried and topped with a slightly sweet and slightly spicy pepper jam. And of course, the dish we can never pass up in Greece, fried zucchini. This meal was the perfect start to our time in the Peloponnese, and we couldn't wait to eat and explore more. The next morning, we started off the day with breakfast at Charlie's Bakehouse, which we think might be the most dog-friendly restaurant in all of Nafplio.
We just had a great breakfast this morning at a place called Charlie's Bakehouse. They were so dog friendly and we got so much attention.
And a treat.
The food was really good.
Yes, the coffee was also amazing. We're a bit judgmental when it comes to coffee, but oh my god, I feel like we said this multiple times that we had really good coffee on this trip.
Yeah.
Through Italy as well as in Greece. But wow, they were so friendly, like Alex said.
For breakfast, Mehmet had the Greek favorite kaianas, a delicious mixture of eggs, tomatoes, herbs, cheese, and beef sausage. I had some freshly baked bread topped with asparagus, peppers, fried eggs, and plenty of cheese. This was honestly one of the best breakfasts we've had in a long time. And then we were off to start exploring a few of the many historic and archaeological sites in this region of Greece.
So this region of Greece is just absolutely full of archaeological sites and ruins and all sorts of cool stuff. Today we're heading out to explore a couple of those places. Our first stop is going to be the archaeological site of Mystras.
Mystras was a major hub of the Byzantine Empire, and in the 14th and 15th centuries, some say it even rivaled Constantinople as a center of art, culture, and intellectual life. But unfortunately, we didn't get to see as much of it as we hoped.
Unfortunately, no dogs allowed here at Mystras, so we did read online that over 100 archaeological sites in Greece opened up to dogs recently, but I couldn't find a clear list of which sites those were.
But we didn't let that ruin our day.
Even though Bindi wasn't allowed in the historical site at Mystras.
She's really disappointed.
Obviously. We drove into the town, which was really, really cute. There's a really small little town center with some cafes. We had a really nice lunch at a place where it's like a woman who makes everything fresh every day. It was delicious. The waiter told us that they had some like chicken in the oven. It was special for today, so that's what Matt got.
So good.
So good.
Very moist chicken, and the potatoes that came with it, so good.
Yeah, I had some stuffed tomatoes and peppers, which were also really delicious. And now we're gonna go drive to the town of Kalamata.
Kalamata is the second largest city in the Peloponnese, and it's best known for its famous Kalamata olives and olive oil, and that's exactly what we were here for. Our destination was a little shop full of olives and olive products. We were immediately greeted by a lovely man who offered us a taste of their olive oil and Kalamata olives.
Yeah.
This was not your typical store-bought olive oil. It was thick, rich, and so flavorful. We could not leave without getting some to take home.
That olive oil shop was a great find. He poured us some fresh olive oil like straight from the vat, which was
So much of it too for us to taste.
just to taste and give us some olives to taste. They're both amazing, so we bought both, and such a good price. 1 liter of olive oil was 10 euros, and it's excellent olive oil.
Yes.
In addition to the great olives, Kalamata is a very laid-back, picturesque waterfront city. We took a stroll around the harbor and stopped for a coffee before making our way to our next stop.
We're at a place called the Holy Mug for some much needed Freddo cappuccinos, which are basically my favorite things in Greece. I'm so tired from walking all day. This looks so good, and it's huge. That's really good.
Yeah.
And they were so friendly. To Bindi, they came over with some TREATs, I don't want to say the word, and they brought her a bowl of water.
Then we were off to the town of Sparta. Yes, that Sparta. Though most people know Sparta from movies or mythology, it was a very real and very powerful city-state, famous for its military strength and discipline. Today, you can still see the remains of an ancient acropolis, a theater, temples, and public buildings that give a glimpse into Spartan life.
I mean, it's pretty crazy that this is where the Spartans lived, and you can just roam around in here today. It was also free to enter. And there's nobody here right now. It's really quiet.
Unfortunately, dogs aren't allowed in here either, so I just took a quick look around while Mehmet and Bindi checked out some other sites in town.
So this is the statue of King Leonidas. Apparently it was constructed between 480 and 470 BC. It's crazy. And then they found it in 1925. On Wikipedia it says unearthed in 1925. Kind of crazy. It's over 2,500 years old and it's still super detailed. Like, I don't understand how it looks this good. And now we are both very hungry because the sun took a lot out of us, so we're going to go to a place called Peloponnese Tavern. I hope I'm pronouncing that properly, but it looks really good. We're both very excited for this one.
We'll link everything below because our Greek pronunciations are not great. Sorry.
And, per usual, the food did not disappoint. Starting with something we hadn't tried before.
It's supposed to be spicy cheese dip. Big spicy feta cheese dip. Let's see if she's right. You can definitely actually taste the like spicy peppers.
Yeah.
You know the ones we get in Turkey?
Yeah. Like that. Yeah.
But I don't taste the spiciness, I just taste the peppers. I don't think it's spicy.
I'm so happy to be in the land of fresh fish and fresh vegetables, and Mehmet gets
Just
potatoes.
such a hater, Alex.
This is beefsteak. It's a pretty traditional dish. And hot. It doesn't taste like a burger. It looks like a burger, but it's not. It's really good meat.
I got the red snapper fillet with these vegetables that look like they're cooked in some type of tomato sauce, and I think this is a feta mousse. It's really nice. Crispy skin is great. Feta mousse is really interesting.
I know we say this in every video about Greece, but the food here is honestly just amazing. It seems almost impossible to have a bad meal here. The next morning, we started off with one of our all-time favorite Greek foods.
So we went to a place called The Fox to get some Freddo cappuccinos and my favorite thing in Greece, bougatsa. Ever since we left Greece, I've been wanting to come back just to get more bougatsa. This is one of my favorite things, and it is so warm. I'm so excited to eat this. Oh wow, it is falling apart. I'm just gonna eat a bite. So good. I miss this so much. It's so crunchy. The cream inside is like so creamy and it's not too sweet. It's so good.
Bougatsa never disappoints. It was a great way to start off our day of exploring and eating our way through Nafplio, which has a lot to see. The flower-lined streets of Nafplio's old town are full of boutique shops, and towering above it all is the Peloponnese fortress, one of the most impressive and best-preserved castles in Greece, dating back to the year 1711. Unfortunately for us, it was another site that didn't allow dogs, so we admired the outside before heading to our next meal.
We got this platter of dips. So there's beetroot dip, aubergine dip, tzatziki, and I think that might be spicy feta in the back.
Yeah, it's the same thing we had last night.
Yeah. Salad with some grilled cheese that looks great, and this grilled pita bread, which looks so good.
And I think we have beef meatballs coming.
Yeah. I'm really excited to try this beetroot dip.
That's the one I'm most excited about too.
Oh, good. Really like what those two things eat. This is the eggplant.
Is that baba ganoush?
Yeah. It's really good too. The eggplant's so smoky. Something about Greece and Turkey, the way they cook eggplant, is just so much better than everywhere else. She forgot that we ordered bougatsa.
Even though that was the thing I was most excited about. Yeah. It looked really good. They look very olive oily.
Super olive oily. They're really warm too. The rice inside is cooked really nicely.
And finally, our beef meatballs completed this feast. After lunch, we discovered one site in Nafplio that we definitely could visit with Bindi.
So behind us is the Lion of the Bavarians. It was sculpted in the 1800s to honor the soldiers that died from the typhoid fever between 1833 and 1834. And apparently it is very similar to the one that's in Lucerne, Switzerland, which we were there, but we did not see, unfortunately.
As much as we admired the historic sites here, it was the food scene in Nafplio that really blew us away. On top of the great meals we had already enjoyed, we had an excellent dinner at Gastronoalis Taverna, starting with a really great dish of roasted apricots and brulee cheese, followed by a hearty plate of lamb and orzo and an amazing grilled kebab-like platter. We spent another lovely evening at the Nest, a waterfront spot with great seafood and meat dishes and the most friendly and attentive service. And I was so happy to find the super strong coffees at Baristo.
Oh my god.
It might be tough for you.
It's so strong.
It's perfect for me.
Eventually, we even found an archaeological site that welcomed Bindi.
We just entered the archaeological site of Epidaurus. There is a sign up front that says no dogs, but then we just asked at the entrance and they said it's fine as long as she doesn't go into the museum. So all three of us are here to explore.
Epidaurus is a large archaeological site, but its main attraction is the remarkably well-preserved ancient theater. Dating back to the 4th century BC, it could seat around 14,000 people, and its acoustics are nearly perfect. You can hear a whisper from the stage all the way up in the back row. Epidaurus was more than just a place for performances. In ancient time, it was a renowned healing center dedicated to Asclepios, the god of medicine. People came from all over seeking cures, and you can still see the remains of the sanctuary, temples, and hospital buildings scattered throughout the site, as well as artifacts in the small but fascinating museum. Unfortunately, our time in the Peloponnese was coming to an end. We'd be heading to Athens next, but we made one more stop along the way that led us to one of our most fantastic meals yet. We stopped in Corinth and found a taverna that had an amazing view over the archaeological site, allowing us to take in much of the site while enjoying another delicious meal full of fried peppers, more domades, and fresh vegetables. Honestly, we just love the food in Greece so much. Despite Bindi not being allowed into many of the ancient sites, we felt that the Peloponnese was still a very dog-friendly place. Bindi was warmly greeted at restaurants and often given water and sometimes even a treat. We did run into a few strays at Epidaurus, so be mindful of that if you plan to bring your dog there. It can also get very hot here, so be sure to stick to shaded areas, have plenty of water, and plan to explore when the sun is not at its hottest. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed exploring the Peloponnese with us. If you liked this video, be sure to check out the others in our Greek playlist, and our Greek adventure continues next up in Athens. Be sure to subscribe to come along with us.